Hello, once more everyone, welcome back to my channel back here on YouTube doing our Week 9 NFL prediction videos. There's my record after a bad week, 2-5 last week, 33-23. Got 2 games right with the Chiefs last night beating Kansas, beating the Giants, and the Packers beating Arizona on the road. I predicted that upset for Thursday Night Football. By the way, my Thursday Night Football record's 4-0 through the first 8 weeks. We'll see what it is through Week 9 because I have a Thursday night game this week I'll be predicting as well. So will I be 5-0 after this week for Thursday night football games predicted or not? You're going to find out here in a moment. Some positives and minuses. So good thing is this. I'm still 10 games over 500 mark with my record. But I look forward after this week. This is the halfway point. Week 9 is the halfway point of the season with an 18-week season. We will know what my record looks like after Week 9 going forward for the final 9 weeks, from Week 10 through Week 18, since there's 18 weeks this season. We'll know what my record looks like going forward after this week, and if I can finish above 500. I'm 10 games over the 500 mark right now, 33-23. But that being said, let's get right on into it, our NFL prediction video for week number 9, which starts on Thursday. Which we're going to start with our Thursday night game, by the way, guys. And guys, our Thursday night game, very interesting. The Jets, who are on their backup quarterback, Mike White, who is playing for an injured Zach Wilson, who might lose his job potentially, you know? I don't know what the Jets have. This Mike White guy, who is he? He was working with Dallas back in 2018. And I didn't really know who he was at the time. But I'll bring up some standings real quick for you guys to talk about. Like, I'm looking at the standings right now on my phone here, and I see lots of things with the standings. Currently, there's one team looking for the number one draft pick overall. That's the 0-8 Lions. Well, I match that and go 0-17 and beat that 0-16 record they had back in 2008. I don't know. But overall, the Jets and Colts. Colts have Carson Wentz, who was a finalist in the MVP a few years ago. His team's 3-5, by the way. And the Jets come in with a record of 2-5. Looking a bit. Colts, though, 3-5. Lost two to Tennessee, who's 6-2. We'll talk about Tennessee a little bit later in the video. When we get to another game, which I'll be predicting today. But overall, yeah, Colts second place, 3-5. You know, if you look at the playoffs, if you look at the team playoffs positions right now, it looks like the clear number 1 seed is Tennessee in this AFC. I did predict at the beginning of the year that I had the Buffalo Bills winning the number 1 seed, but it looks like Tennessee's the number 1 seed, clear cut right now. Honestly, I think for this game, I'm going to have to go with Indianapolis at home for Thursday night football. See if I can go 5-0. I'm going to go with the home team. Last week I went with the road team and the Packers. They got the win on Thursday night football. This week I'm going to go with the Colts and Carson Wentz, who was a finalist for MVP a few years ago. So let's go with the Colts for that game over the Jets. Our next matchup is going to be on Sunday at noon between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints on the road. Falcons going on the road to New Orleans. Now this one in the NFC North, NFC South. Buccaneers 6-2. The Saints beat the Buccaneers. Yeah, they're saying the Saints beat the Buccaneers over the weekend. I watched it. It was a pretty good game. Tom Brady had a good game. You know, it's okay. But the Saints showed us that they can compete with the Buccaneers. With Jameis Winston, who got hurt, toward his ACL, he's done for the year. The Saints are going with Trevor Siemian, Northwestern Wildcat football, former Northwestern player out of Northwestern, up in Chicago, here in Illinois, in the Chicago area, in at quarterback, and he led them to help get them the win. Overall, Saints, they look pretty good at 5-2. They're second place team right now. They look like they could be the number 6th seed at the moment. As I look at it right now, there's no clear-cut number. I don't see it. The only team I see that can be the number 7 seed is Carolina. This and the NFC South can get 3 teams in. It looks like from now, because the Panthers have the better record for the 7th seed. But honestly, I think New Orleans has a chance to win this game. They could be 6-2, tied with Buccaneers at the end of the day for the division. If the Buccaneers, I'm not predicting the Buccaneers this week, but the Saints, if they go 6-2, who knows? They could play spoiler alert in the NFC South. They saw the Buccaneers one more time in Tampa, and I saw this stat: Tom Brady's 1-3 when playing since joining the Buccaneers against the Saints. Only win was a playoff win, so he does get into the playoffs against New Orleans, but not in the regular season with the Buccaneers. So honestly, Saints Falcons. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Saints in this one. I think they can get it done at home on Sunday and get to 6-2. Falcons 3-4. I don't know how good they're gonna be. Sorry about that. Our next game is going to be between the Denver Broncos going into Dallas. Yeah, the Broncos who just traded Von Miller yesterday to the Rams, who are 7-1 in second place in the NFC West. The Cowboys, who were 7-1, who are 6-1. Don't know if Dak Prescott's going to be back for the Cowboys this week or not. Cooper Rush started against the Vikings over the weekend and got the win. And then you have the Broncos, who are 4-4 in the AFC West. They have a good chance though, 4-4, but they traded their best linebacker to the Rams, to a second place team at 7-1. So honestly, Denver, why did he do it? Why did he have to trade him, Von Miller, to the Rams, a team that's better? I don't know. This one, honestly, I'm going to go with the easy pick. Go with the home team, Cowboys. I think they're going to be a great team this year in the regular season. And I think the Cowboys win this one in week 9. I'm looking at the Cowboys real quick and their schedule the rest of the way after Denver. Cowboys 6-1. Their schedule looks pretty easily. I think the only team that it stops them up easily is the Chiefs on the road on from November 21st. They also have the Ravens Las Vegas. They also have New Orleans and Arizona. So there's 4 teams right there that could give the Cowboys a rough time. Now, that's not for a few weeks. That's not till week 11, 12, and week 13, and then it looks like week 17 is Arizona. So yeah, that's a good thing for the Dallas Cowboys. Their schedule looks pretty favorable until those teams, not for a few weeks, though, week 11, 12, and 13, and then week 17. Next up, we're going to Cleveland and Cincinnati. Baker Mayfield and the Browns, who I predicted to win on Sunday, but lost to the Steelers. Then the Bengals and Joe Burrow. And you look at this AFC North. Okay, you had the Browns at 4-4 in the last. Steelers at 4-3. Bengals at 5-3. Ravens at 5-2. Honestly, I don't know if there's a clear-cut winner in this division right now. I don't know if any team wants to win this year in this division. I did pick the Browns to win last week. And you know what? I think I want to go with them again in Cincinnati, but I'm not. I want to go with the Browns this week in Cincinnati against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. 5-3, the Bengals, okay, they're good. You look at their. Is it their first meet against the Browns? Yeah, potentially. Let me look at this real quick. See who they played. Yeah, this is their first weekend. This is their first matchup against in the year. I want to say the Browns will win on the road this week. That's what I believe in. I picked them last week against Pittsburgh at home, and they lost. They failed me. So I'm gonna have to go with them again this week in Cincinnati. Just take the AFC North team. Browns. I think they get to 5-4 now. Our next matchup takes us to Kansas City for Sunday afternoon. This one's going to be on Fox at 3:25. between the Packers and the Chiefs. Now, here's the thing, guys, about this game. Packers at 7-1. At this moment, look like the team that's going to win the NFC North. They also look like they're going to win the division. Okay? Packers' only loss was to the Saints in Jameis Winston. Okay, that's a loss that got them. But I look at Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes played good last night, getting the Chiefs to 4-4. At home against Green Bay, what will he do? It's the first matchup between Rodgers and Mahomes that we know of in their careers meeting up. This could have been the Super Bowl from last year, Super Bowl 55 matchup last year. Could this be a matchup for Super Bowl 56? We'll have to wait and see. Time will tell, because the Chiefs are 4-4 and they didn't get back up. There are only chances if they beat the Raiders and go up, and if the Raiders give up. So I'm going to take Green Bay in this one on the road, guys. Going with the Packers on the road in Kansas City. Sadly, my Chiefs. Now, these are both my favorite teams. I want to take Green Bay this week, though. Next up, I'm going to Arizona with the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, who just went into Chicago and beat the Bears, and Kyler Murray and the Cardinals coming off their first loss from Thursday night against the Packers. So this one looks like a game on Sunday that could end up giving the Cardinals a big lead. But, they're tied for first, 7-1 with the Rams as well. The Cardinals hold the tiebreaker over the Rams at the moment because they won in Los Angeles. One thing we'll have to see. How's Arizona going to do? Can they run the ball? Yes. Can they pass? Yes. They can do everything. Offensively, defensively, they can do it. Without J.J. Watt, though, who's out for the season. But that's the bad part. Who knows? Honestly, I'm going to take Arizona this game. Guys, I'm going to take an Arizona. See what happens. So the first half of the schedule, the top half for Sunday this week, and we're going with the Thursday night game. It's tough. I'll recap this at the end, though. What we're going, how it's doing. Last but not least, we're going to tennis. Los Angeles for the Rams and Titans. Ryan Tannehill and the Titans against Matthew Stafford and the Rams. Like we said, the Rams are 7-1, tied for first with Arizona. Arizona holds the tiebreaker there if those teams end up with the same record at the end of the year. Tennessee 6-2. They lost Derrick Henry, who's out for a considerable amount of time. I was going to say the Titans to win before I found out this injury was going to occur. When I looked at the schedule, I was like, this is a game on. When I looked at the schedule yesterday, I didn't know he was injured, how bad it was, and I didn't know he was injured until I saw the video, saw headlines that he was out. Then I saw he was out for possibly the rest of the season, might come back in the playoffs, though. Overall, I like the Titans 6-2, but I'm going to go with the home team, the Rams, at home. The site of Super Bowl 56. I'm taking the Rams at home, set for Super Bowl 56. And I'll make this prediction right now. Either the Rams or Chargers, one of the two teams from Los Angeles, will make the Super Bowl at home this year. Okay? And I'm saying one of those two teams will do it. Definitely, I think. So, seriously, that's my prediction. Don't laugh at me yet. You can laugh at me when I'm wrong. Okay? So with that being said, let's do a quick recap of our predictions. So our first matchup, we're going with the Colts against the Jets. Colts beating the Jets. Second matchup, Falcons, Saints. We're going with the Saints. Our third matchup, we're going with Denver and Dallas. Dallas beats Denver. Then we're going the bottom half of the weekend on Sunday. Going with Cleveland and Cincinnati to win. Green Bay and Kansas City gets the win. Arizona gets the win in San Francisco. And the Rams get the win at home against Tennessee. And like I said, I'm predicting the Rams or Chargers, one of the teams from Los Angeles, will play in Super Bowl 56 at home in Los Angeles for a second straight year. We'll have a home team in the Super Bowl. That's my prediction. You can laugh at me when I am wrong on that. When that is wrong, we'll see. But you can laugh at me then. Okay, with that being said, This has been your Week 9 NFL prediction video here on Tuesday. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please remember to watch, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends to do the same if they've not done so yet already. Please also hit that notification button as well so you know when I upload a new video. And with that being said, have a nice day, stay safe. I will see you guys in the Week 10 video next week. Our halfway points after this week. The second half of the season, next Tuesday, Week 10's video. Have a nice day, stay safe, and I'll see you then.